All right, I'm here with head coach Nicole Collier of the Lincoln women's basketball team as the Blue Tigers get set for the 2015-2016 season. Coach, your team has a lot of returners from last year, from a team that advanced to the MIAA tournament. What is your outlook for 2015-16?
I would say it's optimistic, with high expectations. We were one game out of the 8th spot of hosting the play-in game, and so I'd like to think that that's attainable. So we have high expectations. We want to get better than we were the year before, and that's our goal.
Well, if you look at some of the games that your team was in last year, you had a bunch that came down to the final minute, a couple that didn't go your way, and there really wasn't that much difference between you being the 10th seed in the tournament and you maybe even competing for one of the top 4 spots. So with the MIAA, obviously it's a tough league and it changes every year, but what's going to take this season to contend for, if not one of the top 4 spots, then one of the top 8 so you can host a first round game?
I think it comes down to consistency. We lost a couple of the games where we just didn't show up consistently. So I think consistency and work ethic, I didn't think that was questionable last year, our work ethic, but we have to show up every night to contend for the top 8 spots.
Well, obviously there's a lot of new rule changes this year in the game of women's basketball. Biggest one probably would be the change from halves to quarters. But what are some of the changes that you're looking at as maybe impacting some of your strategies this year?
You know, I think changing it to 4 quarters allows us as coaches to strategize more at the end of each quarter instead of, a 20-minute running half. So that'll give us more strategy in that aspect. The biggest one that I think that we'll adjust to, our refs will adjust, and the coaches and the players, is the advancement of the ball. And I think it just comes down to repetition and working with your kids on a daily, about the new rules.
And then finally, you have quite a few returners from last year's team. Who are some players that you're really expecting to step up and become big-time performers this year?
I really am leaning on Dorian Briggs. I thought last year she had kind of an introductory to the MIAA, is what I would call it. She was very successful at the junior college ranks. Played well at points last year, but I think she's going to be more consistent for us this year. So I think Dorian, and then I think Lizzie's going to step up and be a leader for us, as well as Hunter Yoakum.
All right. Well, good luck this season, Coach.
Okay, thank you.